Hey everyone, I'm going to go over our CER that we are going to work on today. We broke this CER up into 3 different days because we really wanted you to take your time and make this the best CER you've ever written, because this is going to be your overall assessment for our whole natural disaster unit. Okay, so we've worked really hard on this unit. We've done a lot of cool things with this unit, but this is going to show Mrs. Harmon and I how well you understand how to stay safe during natural disasters. It's also going to help us understand how well you are doing with writing a claim, evidence, and reasoning. Okay, so I want you to really take a look at this prompt. So the prompt says, although we cannot eliminate natural disasters, explain how you can design a structure or building that can withstand one or more of the following natural disasters: an earthquake, a volcano, a flood, and or a tsunami. Create a claim and use scientific evidence to justify your answer. So I don't know if that prompt sounds familiar to you, but we actually gave you this prompt at the very beginning before we even started science. So if you remember, Mrs. Harmon or I gave you this prompt, and we had a lot of confused faces looking at us, but hopefully there are no more confused faces because you've learned so much about natural disasters. Okay, so you're going to use your actual structure that you built with your group to answer that prompt. Okay, so today we're just going to focus on the claim and the evidence. You're not going to go on to the reasoning. You're not going to do your paragraph today. You're not going to worry about editing or revising it. I just want you to focus on writing a very solid claim and providing very solid evidence for that claim. Okay, so with the claim, make sure that you either restate the question or you choose one of these sentence starters. Okay, it's a good way to introduce your writing. So again, you need to restate the question, just like in race, or you can use one of these sentence starters, okay, to begin your writing. So in the claim, we gave you some hints about what to write about. So really make sure you look at these blue hints here. So it says state the natural disaster, or ERS, meaning more than one natural disaster, and then explain how can you design a structure or a building that can withstand natural disasters. Okay, so if you want to use every single natural disaster, you're welcome to, or you can choose one or more. Okay, it's up to you. Then you're going to explain how you would design that structure. Now, if I were you, I would use the structure that you already built. Okay, you guys all built fantastic buildings. You were able to justify everything, so don't make this harder on yourself. Use the structure that you already built for this. Okay, trust me, it will make things a lot easier. Okay, so that's what you're going to write about in your claim. Remember, your claim is usually about maybe 2 sentences or so. Okay, it can be more than that, but at least I would say 2 sentences. All right, then your evidence. Your evidence, remember, is evidence that supports your claim or supports your answer. Okay, so you're going to use one of these sentence starters, or you can come up with your own as well. But you're going to explain why we need to stay safe from natural disasters and how your structure will help with this. Give details about how you built your structure with makerspace materials and why you designed it the way you did. So this comes from your experiment we did. What your experiment was building your structure. So we spent probably like a week building that structure. So think back to that time and think about what materials you used, and why you use those materials to build your structure. Okay, think about all those safety features that we learned about. I would strongly recommend looking at your Padlet for this too. So you still have the link to your Padlets. It's on the checklist. Make sure that you take a look at your Padlet when you're answering this question. Okay, so that's all I'm going to go over today because I don't want you to go any further. So please don't jump ahead and do everything on here. Okay, I just want you to focus on the claim and the evidence today. It should be very, very solid because we're giving you a whole day just to work on the claim and evidence. I'm also going to be doing another video with Mrs. Harmon with my homeroom class today in the morning around 10 a.m. We're going to record that Google Meet that we're doing together, and we're going to post it on the checklist so you can hear other people's questions if you're in Mrs. Harmio or Mrs. Hartman's class. And if you have any other additional questions, we can always set up a Google Meet with you and I. We can do a small group if you have questions. But we're also going to do another Google Meet on Thursday and Friday with all fourth graders. So if you're in Mrs. Harmio's class and you're in Mrs. Hartman's class, I will get a chance to meet with you guys on Thursday and Friday to answer any questions. But if you have questions that you want answered on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, please email me, or we can always set up a Google Meet and we can talk it over face to face, okay? But hopefully this video helps you. Remember, there's also going to be another video posted that is going to be Mrs. Harmon and I explaining this on Google Meet with my class. So we're going to actually record our Google Meet so you can hear other questions. So if you are working on this before 11 a.m., please check back later today, because we're going to post that video after 11 a.m. after we've had that Google Meet. All right, I hope that makes sense. Just make sure you check back and look at our additional video that we'll be posting later today. All right, let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to help you.